How to get better Google Business Profile service area business SEO results. That's exactly what we will be discussing today because this comes up relatively, it comes up a lot. Like, you're a service area business, you want to know how you can start getting better results for your Google Business Profile and your local business website. So that's exactly what I want to go ahead and map out for you in this video right now. All right, so let's not waste any time. We'll get directly into it. So my name is Chris Palmer. In today's Google Business Profile video, what I'd like to share with you is how you, as a service area business owner, can start getting better SEO results. Now, before I go ahead and get into that, please take the time to head on over to SEOmastermind.org. Please click on the explore button and everything's there. Whether you need services, private consultation, you're interested in training, everything you need for your business to succeed with SEO, I can help you out. Now, with that out of the way, let's get back to the topic at hand. You're a service area business. Let's say, for instance, that you're a service area business in Alpharetta. All right, now I actually have a business owner. He's in Alpharetta, all right? And this is what dawned on me today because this happens a lot. I have a business owner in Alpharetta, Georgia, all right? His business is in Alpharetta. When I got to him, now I cleaned this up. He literally had the maximum amount of service area inside of his service area. Now, oftentimes business owners will feel, hey, more is better. But what I'm looking at it as a dilution. Shoving in a whole bunch of different areas or a service area can actually hinder your performance. And what I want to map out for you is a better way to do it for the website and for your Google Business Profile. So let's take this example, for instance, all right? If we take a look at Alpharetta, GA, okay? I want you to take a look at this. See how Google maps this out in red? All right, here, let's go ahead and close this down. See how this is mapped out in red? This is Alpharetta, Georgia. It's in red. Now, if this business owner, his only service area was only Alpharetta, then on his website, it would make perfect sense to maybe have location-based service pages for not only Alpharetta, but also when you zoom in, you can see that there's other little towns, right? There's other little areas that could potentially other little towns or townships or communities, right? Like, it would make sense to talk about that if the service area was only Alpharetta, anything inside of this red area. However, most businesses will have a little bit more of a spread. So what makes sense for building out your service area, not only for the website, but also your Google Business Profile. And what I mean by service area, see how it says service areas? The service area, these are the areas you serve. You perhaps maybe aren't showing your address. You're a service area business. You need to really take a look. Think about, okay, my business is here. Am I adding locations that have their own distinct, the easiest way for me to explain it, red line outside of the business? So what I did is I asked them, how far north, how far east, how far west, right? And how far south do you want to go? And he told me, he said this. He said, I don't want to go any farther than Milton, all right? Over here, I don't want to go any farther. We have Roswell, Dunwoody. We have Sandy Springs is as far south as he wants to go. And he really doesn't want to go any farther than Alpharetta for his main service-based area. All right. And I said, okay, that makes perfect sense. So what I did is I wasn't after all the little tiny small, areas. I wanted anything that had its own little red line outside of it. So I could make it make sense to Google to get the maximum results. And here's what I mean. So I went inside of the business and I said, okay, you want Sandy Springs? Well, let's see. Does Sandy Springs have its own red line? That's the only way I can explain it simple, right? So Sandy Springs, okay? And I went and I looked. Oh, Sandy Springs has its own. I did Milton, Georgia. Milton, Georgia. Does Milton have its own location? Oh, it does, right? So on and so forth. So now it's a clear service area from Milton right? We have Milton, Alpharetta, Rosewall, Johns Creek, all the way down to Sandy Springs. So see this little area here? If they were all together as a service area, because this is what Google does. You ever notice when you're a service area business, it'll make the red box around the area that you choose. The areas you should choose should be main locations that Google already understands as separate service areas. I hope this makes sense to you. So what I did is we have Alpharetta, Rosewall, Sandy Springs, Johns Creek, and Alpharetta is up here, okay? So that's the area. We have each of these individually. So what I did is I laid them inside of here, and Dunwoody as well. I laid them out inside of the service area, and then my proposition to him was, well, if this is the service area, you have a primary location of Alpharetta, makes perfect sense. So we have a primary location of Alpharetta, right? We have Sandy Springs. These are pages now on a website. We have Dunwoody, okay? And we have Milton. Now you do 3 or 4 services, great. So now we have, let's just say it's auto repair Alpharetta, auto repair Sandy Springs, auto repair Dunwoody, auto repair Milton. Maybe do a secondary service, right? You can line those up as well. And here's the next step in order to maximize results for a service area business. You've laid out your service area so Google can better understand it, right? I hope I explained it well for you, right? They outline certain areas, right? So I've picked areas that have already been outlined in order to make my own outline of a service area. Not all the little tiny individual towns or zip codes. No. How does Google understand it? That's how I feed the information to them. Then in order to back it up, I've mapped it out to a page on my website. The exact same pages, the same areas that I claimed inside of my service area. Then the next step is you go into your products and you start laying it out. So like we talked before, it could be auto repair Alpharetta. That's a product. And where does that go? Well, that goes to the Alpharetta. It goes to the auto repair Alpharetta page. Sandy Springs auto repair. That goes to the Sandy Springs auto repair page. So now, not only do I have a service area that's not stuffed, but I have a service area that Google understands, right? Like we mentioned before. I have the main outline of a service area that's north, east, south, and west. Then on top of that, on my website, I talk about the exact same service areas, which are mapped back to the Google Business Profile. And then in order to even further that, because if you're a service area business, that means that your service is your product. So what do? I mark inside the products my services, which are my product, and I map those to the relevant pages. So this way, I have a clear understanding of who I am, where I'm at, the services I provide. It's not only in my GMB, my Google Business Profile, it's on the website, and then it maps back through my products back to the website. So this is how you can start getting much better results with time through your Google Business Profile if you're a service area business. Lay it out how Google understands it. Make sure you're mapping everything correctly back to the pages. Make sure you're doing it in a way that Google understands. Again, if you're a service area business, don't start looking at all the little small communities and the zip codes. That used to work really, really well. Now what I've found, and that's why I'm passing it to you, is find the main locations. How far are you willing to drive? How far do you actually service? More is not better. Map it out. North, east, south, west, the actual areas. Make your service area something that Google understands. Look for the bold points on the map. So we have Milton, which is its own area. Alpharetta, GA, right? That has its own area on the map. You have Roswell was another one that we laid out. Okay. And so on and so forth. And again, when you go out and you start looking at these businesses, Google will usually put a photo. It'll make it like a hex, like, okay, this is a service area business. Here's the service area. So I hope that this helps you out. This will massively impact the amount of impressions you're getting, how many views you're getting, how many maps listings and organic listings you're getting. It makes more sense to Google. it makes more sense. So my name is Chris Palmer. If you have any future questions related about service area business SEO, Google Business Profile SEO, local SEO, really anything at all, please never hesitate. Always feel free to go ahead and ask in the section below. And I always look forward to seeing you in the next Google Business Profile, how you as a service area business can get better results with SEO video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Many blessings, and bye-bye. All right, hopefully that works well for you, my friends. I'll give a quick hello. I got to run, though. Let's go. Gas station, 2 Red Bulls, gas station, hot dog energy. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello, unknown user. Hello. Everybody, hello. I have to rock and roll. Hopefully for you service area business owners, if you're stuffing it in there, get it out of there. Hopefully this helps you out. I have to run. Many blessings. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.